Alright guys, do me a favor and please confirm that we are back live. I honestly don't know what happened there. Alright, cool, we're back. Yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That like never happens. It just OBS itself just crashed. That's what happened there. So anyways, well, thank you guys for being patient and welcome back. We are flying from Miami to Charlotte. I think because we were offline for so long, YouTube is actually going to split this up into a whole new video. So it sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, technology is amazing, and you know, it does what it wants to do sometimes. We had a healthy stream going, all that stuff, and it decided to just crash on us. So let's just hope it doesn't happen again. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. I am actually not recording. I probably should be recording the video itself, just in case that happens again, so I can just post a video later. But I'm running out of space on my computer. Alright, well anyways guys, we are all ready to go. We're taxiing to runway 08 right, as you can see on the screen down there, on Papa. We had an aircraft behind us. He was getting really impatient because we were taking so long to move out of the way while I was trying to get the stream fixed. He sent me like a private message, hey, American on whatever runway, can you move, all that stuff, and I was like, oh my god, here we go again. So I had to get started with the taxi. We'll get there really soon. Actually, that's the runway right there. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the
flight attendants, prepare the cabin for takeoff.
So we're gonna hold short right here. He says, in-flight entertainment will be Batman and Robin. All right. Park and brake on. Let's do one last check before we take off. We do have a checklist for that. And so we got start switches guarded, transponder set to alt, landing lights on, strobe lights on, and we'll turn those on in a second. Seatbelt signs on, anti-ice closed, gear set to, okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Auto pack trip cutout. I think all this stuff is good. Alright, let's go ahead and let them know we're taking off.
Captain, the cabin is
right. Oh, he cut us online. Never mind. He cut us off. That's the guy who was pissed off because we were blocking the taxi way back there. That's right, yeah. He's being a you-know-what right now. I don't know what it is, but I've been noticing a lot of people being extremely impatient on VATSIM lately. It really makes me not miss VATSIM. So I've been doing some pilot edge flying. I started my I ratings again. You'll see those videos coming up pretty soon. And it's different. It's a lot different. Obviously, there's always air traffic control. But yeah, he was too important in his SAS plane in Miami. But yeah, so right now there's no ATC, so there's nobody in charge. So technically I can take off right now if I want to. But it just gets annoying. People think that they own the skies on multiplayer because there's no controllers on. Alright, so we're right here at 08 right, holding short mic 1. So go ahead and switch over to the SID. Headley to RNAV departure. Flying heading 092 to Sonoy, above 520, making a left turn 354 to Simba. So be watching out for that, and you can see that is also shown right here. Alright, he's taking off now. Alright,
flight attendants, seats for takeoff.
Alright, lights on. Let me turn off lights on, strobes on, wings on. Everything looks good. Fuse off. Where'd it go? Got somebody landing on runway 12 right now. he was gonna cut me off, he at least took the other parallel runway. Oh well. The best thing is just not to let people like that get to you. Let it brush off your shoulder. It ain't worth my thoughts and times. Yeah, I remember E-Train. Alright guys, like I said, I'm not gonna read comments till we probably get to cruise, so don't be upset if I don't see it. Pastor's not very happy with me right now after pushing back. Seatbelt signs up. Wow, we're about to freaking flip this thing. Why is it leaning like that? Alright, almost to the line. Yeah, it's multiplayer. And we're going. Listen to it. Sounds so good. Okay, this is why you don't do fly-by camera. On the ground. Alright, V1. How's the climb? You're up. Let's turn on the autopilot, which is weird on this plane. So you have to. The weird thing about this plane is you have to hit autopilot first and then everything else, which makes no sense to me at all. How high are we? 600. All right. So, hold on. Sorry, guys. Autopilot engage, altitude select, auxiliary nav, and then you can switch to nav localizer. Yeah, the flight director one, which is really weird the way this plane works. I'm also going to switch to IAS hold mode, so that's going to hold our desired airspeed here. As we climb, I'll bring it down. It's right around there. I'll select it. VOR is localizer, and we're good to go there. Go back on the power a little bit. Up the flaps. Oops, that's down. Up. Flyby view. Listen to that baby roar. Oh man, that's amazing. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yes, the sound almost gives me chills right there. You want to know what plane really gives me chills as far as sound? Oh, back on the speed. We're about to start speeding. Level off at 5,000. We gotta bring that throttle back. The Airbus A320 flight factor with the BSS sound pack. That sound right now. My bad, guys. I just noticed that I still have the freaking chart on the screen. That's what's so bad. Because I don't see it on my screen. Just stop asking for explaining, please. Do that here. Check our airspeed here. Oh, real fast. Real fast. I just haven't really been paying attention. I'm like so in awe by everything going on outside the plane. I haven't been paying attention to our airspeed and any of that stuff. We got autopilot on though. And the flaps are up. just to go ahead and get this question out of the way, because I know you guys will be asking this for the entire flight. Am I going to stream Friday Night Flight tomorrow? I hope so. That's all I can say. So, just stay tuned. And turn notifications on, or whatever you got to do. Join Discord. So the way my life is going right now, I can't really make a lot of plans. Flying through the clouds right now. Around 5,000. There's actually a lot of traffic around us. So flying the departure, let's see, we are flying to VMAX now, we're 18 miles out from it, and the chart says, yeah, it's about 18 miles, should be the distance between those 2 points. What's up, Phantom 360, good to see you, man. Geo Aviation, good to see you too, man, as always. Just gonna keep our speed here below 250. There is no auto throttle in the 727. So you gotta manually control the throttle. That's why we were going a bit fast after we leveled off, because I didn't adjust my throttle. You see there's traffic right there flying under us. And again, I'm using World Traffic, the World Traffic plugin, so it adds like a lot of different AI traffic flying around you. And I'm also flying on VATSIM, which has real traffic around me as well. So those guys over there, those are real traffic. I think that's, not sure what airport it is. I think that's Fort Lauderdale, possibly. Some traffic over there, though. That's multiplayer traffic. But then the traffic off our left wing that was flying just now, that's AI traffic. So I have them both turned on just to kind of fill the skies up, because it's not a very busy time here where we're flying at. So I just kind of want to have a little more traffic out here. Yeah, no auto throttle, Geo. So you got to control it, the throttle on your own. So I'm just kind of moving the throttle up and down. See. Here, it's me moving the throttle. Yeah. We gotta maintain 5,000 probably until we get to VMAX. But what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna pretend like usually ATC may give you clearance to climb to your cruise. So we're just gonna go to climb to cruise now, because there's no reason for us to stay at 5,000, to be honest with you. There's no ATC online, so we go 31,000 feet. Yes, that's how you say that. And I'm going to go down here to Alt Select. There we go. Switch to IAS mode. You see that if I zoom in closer, you can see IAS hold. That's going to hold our current speed, or the speed that we told it to hold, which is 250 knots. Now the airplane is going to pitch up, trying to maintain that 250 knot airspeed. And once it brushes off, it'll put the pitch down. But if I put more throttle in it, it's actually going to nose up more in order to maintain that speed. So we don't want to climb too quickly. We'll probably climb maybe like 2,000 feet per minute. This is our vertical speed. Right here is our vertical speed. So we're at 1,600, 800, and then there's 2,000. So we'll pull the throttle back. Try to get it to stay around that. 5 miles to VMAX. Everything back here is looking good. I don't think we need to change anything else. We could go through our after takeoff checklist. Actually, no. Here just after takeoff. So seatbelt signs, NCIs, gear is up, flaps are up, and no lights. Actually, that happens when we get over 10,000 feet. So, lights on, something. It feels like we're going slow, right? I feel like we're going so slow. It is. This plane is really a back to basics type aircraft. Like, there's nothing, it doesn't help you at all. Everything is manual, basically. Like a lot of the more modern airliners, it does a lot of the work for you. With this plane, like it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't have the little GPS thing you usually see in this area where you can actually see your waypoints. You don't see that. Some of them don't even come with FMC, but some of them do, some of them don't, depending on the airline you're flying for. But I turned it on because I liked FMC. If you were not to use FMC, you'd have to use just the VOR navs down here to guide yourself from I am not that advanced just yet. I probably could figure it out, but that's a lot of work. I'm okay. So far, so good. I'm pretty sure the passengers will be complaining pretty soon here about not turning the seatbelt sign off. I agree. People who use the 727 are legends. The people who fly the 747 are also legends because both planes are planes that you don't like. Not many pilots get to fly the 727 or the 747 because 747, as we know, most of them are going out or on the way out, and then 727 is the same way. Like, there's not really any airlines who fly them. Mainly just cargo airlines fly them. But I've done about 3 or 4 flights with this so far. My first flight, it was so confusing because I was learning how to fly it, and so it's a lot to remember.
Captain, passengers are complaining.
You
Flight
should
attendants, you can resume your duties.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's 10,000.
we have now passed the altitude of 10,000 feet. All electronic devices may now be switched off from airplane mode. This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi. Please see a flight attendant for more information.
We'll leave the seatbelt signs on for now. It's pretty smooth skies though. We'll start serving drinks
Captain,
and start to in-flight entertainment. It's going to take about 35 minutes to do in-flight entertainment. It will take about 12 minutes to serve drinks. That is in real time. Once the drinks are finished, we'll serve food, which will take 50 minutes. That will take the majority of our flight. So we can get started with that. It looks like our in-flight entertainment says it's going to be Sully, but you guys said you want to watch Batman, so we'll go with that. Seneca, someday I'll have a face cam. Right now I don't have a camera, so, except for my phone. Alright, so since we're above 250, I believe, now we are free to fly at like 280, 290. Let me see, the checklist actually tells you. Okay, takeoff is N1%, 97%, climb is 92%, flaps up to 200 knots, 10,000 feet, speed to 280. So it's 280 knots now. So if I'll just move this little thing to 280, right around there. Give it a little more throttle, and now the aircraft is going to climb. We're actually just going to level off. It's going to catch 280 knots and it's going to pitch up to maintain 280 knots. Still fly at about 2,000 feet per minute when we climb. And looks like we're about 2,000 here. Just over 2,000, actually about 2,500. Actually, no, that's 3,000. Throttle it back again, no auto throttle, so I'm just manually throttling it, trying to get the vertical speed I want. There is a vertical speed mode, but it's safer to use IAS mode because it climbs by speed instead of just by the vertical speed. You can stall. Looks like somebody's doing another test at ESSA. We'll donate 100. No, wait, was I say $10 if I get a landing under 100 feet per minute? We'll see. We'll see. I'll be happy with anything below 200 for this plane. This thing, I've been floating the heck out of this thing. I've only had one good landing so far. Go. That's wonderful. We're moving now, baby. 100 feet per minute is not impossible. It's possible. Supersonic cruise will always go 1,000. We have a long way to go. We're only at 17,000 feet at the moment. And I will go ahead and turn the seatbelt signs off. Which is right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now remove your seatbelts.
What's up, Jaffa? Good to see you, bro. And Swiss, good to see you too, bro. Welcome back. So like again, this plane you gotta be, I want to say patient with, because at first it feels slow, but honestly we're gonna get up there in speed. We're gonna be going about Mach. I think we'll be going about Mach 0.8 something, Mach 0.81, Mach 0.82 once we get to cruise. So right now it's a little bit slow. It feels slow, but knock it out. It hasn't updated our ETA yet on the bottom of the screen, so hopefully that'll update pretty soon, so we can get a good reading of how long it's gonna take us to get there. What's up, Classical QE? Good to see you, man. Thank you for the compliments. And Blazing Jackenzie, good to see you as well. Beautiful, man. I'm loving this. Oh crap. I'm loving this. You can't really see that much of the cylinder. It's just kind of cloudy. I do love cylinder for all the angle. Definitely place your bets now. How you think the landing is gonna go in Charlotte today? I'm thinking for myself, honestly. I mean, obviously, you know, when you're flying a plane, your goal is to have the smoothest landing as possible. I want something below 150. I'll be happy with the landing under 150. Realistically, for me, in this plane, just judging by past experience of me flying it, I've landed. I don't remember. I think I landed around 300 feet per minute, which is actually not as bad as it sounds. But I think one of my landings was that. But one of my landings was actually really smooth, but that's because I glided. I floated half the runway and then set it down softly. So I think the main thing for me is to get it up there, I mean, get it down there and not float it and do it smoothly. So we'll see. But we got plenty of time to figure that out. We're not gonna be landing for another hour, so we'll be in the air probably, I'm guessing, an hour, 10 minutes maybe, until we actually get down, and probably maybe 45 minutes till we get to the top of the descent. That's my guess. That's not an actual calculation. Our ground speed right now is about 404 knots, I think. Something like that. But yeah, it's definitely possible to really put it down smoothly in this thing. It's just not easy. It's not the easiest plane to land. And the thing, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I was like, man, every time I fly, oops, the 727. That's loud out there. Every time I fly the 727, I freaking float it, and it was like, yeah, a lot of people have been floating it because the engines are in the back. I see a Geo. Set. I don't need to worry about any icing. What is that sound? Okay. What is that? See any lights on. Is that? Does anybody know what that is? Is it icing? Let's turn this on. I don't know what that noise is. from, it's weird, like the sound's coming from the right somewhere. I think it's on the overhead. Yeah, it's up ahead, it's above. Alright, we gotta figure this out. What is this? Anti-skid. That noise is gonna get, I'm gonna turn it down. Light recorder. Emergency lights, no. I don't know. This has never happened to me when I've been in this plane. We're not. Oh, is it? It can't be flaps, so to speak. We're not using flaps. Check the autopilot. That's a good idea. Autopilot looks good. Aux nav. Altitude set selected arm. IS hold. Check down here. Our speed is good here. We're not in the red or anything. Let's check the engines. Pressurization. I think it is. Look at this. The pressure ratio is like bouncing up and down with the sound of it. So probably that. One looks good. Temperatures look good. N2 looks good. Fuel flow looks good. It's not traffic either. It would say traffic if it was traffic. So I'm thinking it's something to do with pressurization, which is back here. Oh, it's probably that. Maybe. I don't know. We didn't set the flight. I don't know. I didn't change anything. But the cabin is pressurizing. So Cleveland Kelvin Jr. That's an amazing name. Maybe I need to change these. I don't even know what this does, to be honest, guys. You may want to Google it. Passenger is dying. Lower thrust. See why that would matter either. I can do that. But externally, everything looks good. I'm gonna have to Google it. I have no idea. So it looks like somebody else had this issue as well on Google. Let's see. Something about... It's definitely a pressurization warning. Looking for the pressurization. There it is. Horn cut out. Haha, found it. Thank you, God. Google. It should be set to auto, and it is set to auto. And usually when I have pressurization issues, you have a blackout as well. We didn't black out or anything. What's up, Master Pipe? Good to see you, man. I'm glad we got it fixed, because I would have been not dealing with that for the whole flight. Yeah, I know, praise Google. This is what I always do when something like this happens. I just Google it. Because I was like, first thought was like, okay, let me check the manual. But how easy is it to find stuff like that in the manual? I'm just going to Google it. Alright, drinks just finished. We're going to start up with the food service. That's going to take about 50 minutes. Turn the sounds back up. What's up, Justin? Good to see you, bro. I was not losing any speed. That's why it was really weird, because a lot of times when you have a pressurization failure, a lot of bad things happen. One of those is you start blacking out, and it didn't start blacking out. So that's why I knew, okay, well, pressurization is working. I don't know why the horn is on though. But I have to go back here and hit the altitude horn cutout just to turn the horn off. And on Google it was saying something about that maybe that it came out of auto here. But as you can see, it's still on auto, so it didn't actually come out of auto. So I don't know if it's something else that I didn't do to cause that. I've never even messed with these in the past, and all the flights I've done, I've never messed with these. Only thing I've ever touched was this down here. And this right here, and the flight altitude and all that kind of stuff. But I've never had to hit that altitude cutout. So, but I think we just reached our cruise. Yep, we have. Cellular green light means alt select is in green. That means we're now at our cruise at 31,000 feet. So what I'm going to do is...
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be coming to the Isle with our duty-free sale. You'll find details of our
oh yeah, no need for emergency landing. Oh, that would suck. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Where would we land? If we were to land right now, I'd probably go to Orlando. We're only 40 miles out from Orlando. If we were to have to do an emergency landing, not planning for that. I'm hoping. Uh-oh. The screen is dark, guys.
That you buckle your seatbelt on the outermost garment, whether that be a blanket or jacket.
The screen is dark.
And also so we don't have to awaken you. If the seatbelt sign comes on,
it's not good.
If you are buckled up.
Auto fail. That is not good. We are losing pressurization as we speak right now.
We do invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. If there is anything we can do to make you more comfortable or to help you in any way, don't hesitate to call on.
Cabin altitude 6,000. That should be fine. Let's get a closer look at this. We black out. Cabin rate. I don't know how to fix it. We should descend though. That's what we're supposed to do. So that's what we're gonna do. Down to 10,000. Alright, sucks. Come on, before we black out, let's go. Seatbelt signs on, people.
Flight attendants, please take your
Let's get
seats.
some oxygen real quick. Okay. That's a little trick on X-Plane to get your oxygen back. So we're going to have it make a real quick descent. We might have to land in Orlando. And the pilot's blacking out. And the passengers are blacking out too. We have to divert. Because the pilot don't know what to do. Seems legit, opens window. Oh man. Alright, as you can see right here, we're descending at about 2,000 feet per minute. We're at 31,000 feet, so we're high. We have a ways to go. There's a dog again. So I have to go outside to keep getting my to keep getting oxygen, and then come back in here, and then it starts blacking out again. So I've done this once before in the 737, but I don't know how to do it in the 727 to get my oxygen back. It says fail, like the system just broke. I know somebody's gonna be watching this like, yo, this is all you need to do right here, and I'm like, well, I didn't know that at the time. I think I have to go up here, and there's a little thing. So passenger oxygen, come on, where's the oxygen? Oh, you know what I think it is? I I think I know what it is. The packs weren't on. I think that's what it was. Yep, look at that. It was the packs. I forgot to turn the packs back on. We're about to be in the Huston. At least the passengers are not panicking just yet. Let's see though. Let's check the pressurization again. It still says fail. Trip off. Something is off that should be on. Oh, what is that now? Oh god. More sounds. Oxygen, please. Okay. Yes, true. Passengers do have 12 minutes of oxygen. And we're not descending quick enough. We're not making emergency descent. That's what's happening. We're only going 1,002. Let's go faster. They're not panicking because they're all blacked out. So now they're panicking. You hear them? Oh geez, we're going so fast. Sarah, it looks like it's trying to pressurize again, but it's not. That's what we're doing, a steep emergency descent. We're descending it like crazy fast. I guess we're at that's not correct on the screen. We're going faster than that. Did we just fly over Miami? I hope we didn't. Where are we right now? Is that not Miami? Yeah, we just flew over Orlando, so we're actually going to turn and hold over here just in case we have to actually fly to Miami. I mean, not to Orlando. So I'm going to do a right turn in case we need to divert, and if we can't get this figured out. Oh, I can't see anything. Button. Air. Air. Okay. Here we go. Why are you descending so slowly? I think it's Orlando right there. Orlando should be off our right wing somewhere. That's not it right there. Is it? Might be Orlando. I think it's Orlando. We're at 18,000. This is not happening fast enough. We would be dead by now. Switching to vertical speed mode. Oh, its descent is up. It's down. Feet per minute. Need more. I don't think that's Orlando right there. Get the chart for Orlando. I don't know. You know what would be smart is to disconnect autopilot and yeah, manually descend. These are the decisions that get you killed. These are the decisions that get you killed if you don't make them in time. We're 14,000 now though. We're descending at about 4,000 feet per minute. What's up, Razor Game? Good to see you, man. Sorry I had to be in these circumstances. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to circle around the airport, which I believe we are at. One thing I could do is go on the FMS and direct to Orlando. Execute. I'm 23 miles away from Orlando right now. And we're overspeeding. That's the overspeed sound, so I recognize that one. We're leveling off though, so we'll get that speed back on. We're lower that back to 250 knots, and now we can see. Now we can see. Now we can breathe. How long did that take? Did anybody time how long it took for us to get from 31,000 feet to 10,000? If it was anything longer than 12 minutes, we'd all be dead. So Orlando's at 349 heading. I'll do this manually now. We probably will just land at Orlando. Is that this one? Is it left? It's left. No, it can't be right. I think it's right. It's gotta be right. Red Arrow, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. What do you think, guys? Should we just land, or should I figure this oxygen crap out? It says trip is off. Trip what? Less time. I don't know what that means, guys. Trip off. That's probably what the issue was. I think mainly the issue was because the pack was off. The pack should have been on. And now it's saying trip off. So now it says auto pack trip armed. Not really sure what that means. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this old school. So I am going to get the VOR for Orlando. The Orlando VOR. We're going to fly ourselves to the Orlando VOR so we can get a visual of Orlando. Then we'll fly the visual approach. We'll do a deviation. We'll fly the visual approach for and to Orlando here today. So give me 1 second to get that. Everything is stabilized, thankfully. And we'll do a little something different, I guess. We'll deviate today. How about that? We were just gonna fly to Charlotte, but now we got a whole kind of thing going on. I'm looking on SkyVector right now, looking for our VOR for Orlando. We're just gonna tune it in, and basically this flight's gonna turn into a VFR flight in a 727. That's always fun. Let's see, the VOR for Orlando. Let's see what's going on there with the engines. Whiplash, bro, that's what that is. Oh, here's Orlando. Found it. Here, the Orlando Vortac is 112.2. Get in here. So I'm tuning into the VOR frequency. Should show up somewhere. And the CRS we're going to want to fly to intercept. To get there, it's going to be, don't really know. Trying to read the chart, the SkyVector chart in Miami is just so busy. So busy. Let's do the low en route chart. Orlando Tech on the fly. So it must be 112.2. Have that down here. Plugged into nav 1. What's up, Addons? Good to see you, man. What I want to do now is I'm going to switch to nav, I think. I've never done this on this plane, so I'm kind of winging this right now. I have no idea. But again, I can't see anywhere where we are, so we gotta manually navigate over there. We're slow, but slow. Yeah, highly unexpected. Nav is on. Nav lock is on. Let's also go up here and should turn on nav equalizer. Yeah. That should be able to direct me to where I want to go. Oh, look at this. Here we go. I think we need to go right. Yeah, it's that way. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to descend. We're going to divert to Orlando and land in Orlando. So I'm going to go down to 5,000. Alright, now the engine explodes. It's pretty cloudy too. We know the clouds are right around 5,000 feet. We can get the VTAR data now for Orlando, which is 170, scattered at 4,000, so clouds are at 4,000 feet, altimeter 3017. Fuel dump? Ooh, are we heavy? No, we're not heavy, we're okay. We don't need to dump fuel. That's not a bad, that's a good thing to think about though. No, we're good on. Our weight is good. Alright, so we're flying this visually now, guys. So we are looking for Orlando International. Go this way. Actually. What I'm going to do is, I know we're to the south of the airport right now. We're going to set us our set. Let's see, hold on. What was the weather again in Orlando? 170, so we'll be landing north. So we'll
somebody is connected.
Okay, somebody. We'll plan for runway 36. No, that's not right. Is that right? No, actually we're gonna land south. Yeah, so we'll land 18 Center. Oh, that's the wrong airport. Hold on, that's Charlotte. I was like, what? So we'll plan for 18 left. 18 left. We'll do 18 right. Or we'll do 17 right. Let's do 17 right. No, we'll do 18. We'll do 18 right. That's what we'll do. See traffic out there, so we can also pay attention to where traffic is, and it might give us a hint of where the airport is. So that traffic level, he's airborne now. Yep, diverting to Orlando. We'll take 18 right. I'm just trying to get set up for all that stuff so we know. Cool. 8. Did I say 18 right? Yeah, 18 right. I'm gonna put it in the CRS. Oh wow, look at that. little cheat code here. Hold on, let me show you guys this on the screen. I didn't even mean to see this, but I ain't complaining. Hold on. So we're about to fly right over the airport. So that's us in the pink dot, and we're about to fly directly to right over Orlando. And I think that plane right there is on his approach. Man. So we went very far. Alright, so what we're going to do is going to turn right. And we'll be on the left base, or left downwind. Wait, 18. Right, so for the ILS, for 18 right, we'll be tune that in. 1119. So we'll go down here. 1119. Switch that on, and then approach Sierra is 185. Here we go. We're going to turn in the opposite direction. Alright, that's plugged in. Switch this to approach mode. We're still using heading mode though. Not have visual of the airport, but I do know it's back there. There it is. Right down there. And for altitude, we need to be down to 5,000 in the works. I'm going to descend to 3.
Captain, the in-flight entertainment has ended.
To select. Switch this to turn knob is fine. Right now we're using heading mode. We're going to switch to auto glide slope though for the ILS here in a little while. Speed down. Yeah, guys, we're diverting because we had a pressurization issue earlier, and I don't know how to fix it, so we'll land at the nearest airport, which happens to be Orlando. We're all set up, so right now we're on we're like back coursing it. Will I ever fly the SR-71? I'm not gonna say I would never fly it. I don't know if there's a SR-71. Is there an SR-71 on X-Plane? Does that exist? Classical Gaming says tell attendants prepare for landing. That is a good idea. Because right now they're still trying to serve food. That's never going to finish.
Flight attendants.
There we go.
Prepare the cabin for landing.
Now, there's nothing wrong with the engines, so the landing should be straightforward. Hopefully. What's up, Andre? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Well, yeah, this took a very unexpected turn. On a positive note, we did not have an engine failure, just pressurization failure, which is probably just as bad of a deal. And well, again, what's funny is a while back, remember when that Southwest flight had crash landed? We did a test flight, or we did a test flight doing basically a engine cutout failure landing with one engine. And I also did the pressurization. Like, I studied up on how to do that in the 737-800, but I never really studied up on how to do that in a 727. So I have no idea when you have a pressurization issue what to do in the cockpit besides descend down to 10,000 feet as fast as possible. So in that situation, like, the decisions you make are extremely important, and I feel like I definitely made the wrong ones. I was like, no, it's okay. I was like, I'm gonna fix it. I didn't descend right away. I started like looking and say, okay, how do I fix this? Pressing buttons. But what I should have did is I should have first descended down to 10,000 and then try to start pressing buttons. So that way we make sure we're alive and have a chance to fix the problem. So, and I'll probably have to look it up now.
Captain, the cabin is secure.
Thank you, ladies. I'm probably gonna look it up now to figure out how to fix that, because it's just weird. Cause I've done this flight, not this exact flight, but I've flown this plane again 4 times in the past, and I've never had that problem. So it's really weird for that to happen now. I think we're good. We're far enough out. Let's go ahead and make that left turn back to the runway. So we're so far out, we're not even too far from the localizer now. The weather's not too bad in Orlando, though. This is a pretty good option for us to land at. Currently the weather is 170 at 7 knots. We actually do have a 7-knot wind, but it's not going to be much of a we're not going to really have a crosswind, so we're not really worried about that. Visibility is great, 10 statute miles, scattered at 4,000 as we can see out the window, and scattered at 25,000. The temperature is 33, dew point 23, and altimeter is 017. Taff, what about the 777? Go, here comes 3,000, 1,000 feet away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please take your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
A bit far out now. So we're a little too far to even capture the localizer. Got all those trees down there, it's pretty cool. So I'm waiting to see this split apart. How do I change my bank angle in this plane? I don't like how much it's banking. Alright, let's set our stuff for landing. We'll be landing flaps 30, that's fine. ERS will be 121. So set the bugs for that. Before landing checklist. Seatbelts, anti-ice, landing lights. Oh yeah, I forgot about landing lights. That's kind of important. All lights are on. Yeah, altimeters are set. Regular altimeters are set. Flight instruments are set. Alex, cooling, and all that stuff is set. Not 100% sure where the airport is though. I feel like I'm way off. What did I do? Uh-oh. Yeah, index KXNG gave me an out check. I checked last time you asked, and again, the main reason I haven't really been adding people to Infinite Passenger is because the app keeps crashing on me every time I try to add people, so just be patient. I think that's it over there. Might be that over there. I think we overshot it. Just trying to find the runway again. We were flying a downwind and we flew a little too far out. There we go. Nice, finally. Okay, cool. So that's what I was waiting for. So we're gonna go ahead and intercept the localizer and get on the track for runway. I should buy a gaming computer for you. If I had money like that, I might like do stuff like that, giveaways and whatever for a gaming PC. But I ain't got that kind of opportunity at the moment. What a walking through. Good to see you, man. Cameron James, good to see you. Actually playing long haul. I don't know. I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna say yes either. So landing should be straightforward. We're landing on 18 right. We have, there we go. We have localized everything, all that information plugged in. We'll probably just land it by hand, but we'll use a localizer to guide us in. Let's see, it's a little bit short. Put out a line for localizer. Probably about, I don't know how many miles out we are, it doesn't say. There's got to be a way. There's a lot more I have to learn about this plane, but I got to figure out how to get the plane, like the bank angle to change. I don't know if that's even an option. It's our airport right there, and that's our runway right there. I think. Yeah, that's our runway right there. The pumping sound is the trim. That's this moving around. You don't see it right at the moment, but that's what that is. I'm gonna go flaps 1. I used to think the same thing, to be honest. I'm trying to catch it when it does it. It does it on its own. It's the autopilot changing it for us to maintain the same attitude that we're doing. Alright, we do have visual. Let's just go ahead and let everybody know. Probably about 10 miles out. What did I say? 18, right? Oh, I didn't mean all it to be caps. You can see this little white dot here. That is our glide slope indication, so that's slowly coming down. We're going to meet that, and the aircraft started descending. So we are actually on the localizer currently. The airplane is flying it for us. Yeah, let's do one last check around here, make sure everything is set how it should be. The cabin has been prepared for landing. There. Seatbelt sign seats come on.
Flight attendants, seats for landing.
There, it's closed. I think we're good to go, guys. Wish me luck. Place your bets now. I'm gonna go here now.
Unable to find QIP-14.
I love this view. Alright, we're gonna speed way back. Way back. Fast. Idle. Alright, that beep sound is actually telling me that I have my spoilers out. We're gonna have to go around a little fast. To have my spoilers out, we came in a little fast. A little hot.
1,000.
Yeah, that was pilot error. That was my fault. Completely my fault. Might be okay though. Flaps were full. Had power. Bring the flaps, bring the spoilers back out. Come on. Alright, we'll take the throws here.
300.
Supply slope indication. Versus green. Actually, not green yet. Now they're green. You know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to set my what you call it? My auto brake. All right, that was a 101. Not bad. 101 feet per minute landing. I'll take it. In these conditions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, we ask you to remain seated until the captain has turned off the
that was fun.
seatbelt sign.
Unexpected but
Please
fun.
check around you for any belongings.
Passengers are pissed though.
Also, please use caution
We were
when
not where they
opening
wanted
the
to be at, so I'm
overhead
gonna have to
lockers,
continue
as
this
items may
flight
have
later.
shifted during the flight.
And it gets them all
Thank
the way
you
back
for
to
flying with
Charlotte.
us, and have a pleasant day. Flight attendants
Yeah,
disarmed
we're gonna
all-
watch the replay, guys, once we get to the ramp. We didn't really float. We'll watch the replay to see if I floated. I don't think I actually floated. I just was trying to set it down as soft as possible. But I wouldn't consider what I did a float this time. I know what a float feels like.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it is safe for you to move about. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board.
Where are you guys? Replay's coming.
Caution when opening the overhead bins.
Gotta park
as
first.
your may have shifted around during the flight. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip. and
See,
we
guys,
look
it's possible to
forward
get a
seeing you on
100
board
feet.
again in
Sure,
the
he said
near future.
101 feet. So. Swiss coming through with the donation. Appreciate it, boss. Glad I was able to deliver. I was able to deliver. Appreciate it, my friend. Worst decision ever. Anybody else want to bet on my landings? Funny stuff. I don't have any special, like, cool airport scenery for Orlando. It's just, I think this is the default X-Plane Orlando scenery. Orlando actually has some really good scenery on the X-Plane org store that you can get. I don't have it. I might eventually end up getting it. But again, Swiss, man, I do appreciate that, for real. All jokes aside, it is definitely appreciated. But I'm glad we got on the ground safely. I thought this could have been a lot worse. Last time we flew up in this region, we were flying, I can't remember what plane we were flying, but we crash landed outside of Orlando. It was horrible. I remember that. I don't know if anybody remembers that live stream when we crashed out here in Florida. Alright, let's park this thing and watch the replay. Alright guys, welcome to Orlando. Sorry we didn't make it to our final destination. We're gonna have to send the aircraft into maintenance to make sure the pressurization system is working correctly, because I know you guys did not enjoy being fainted. You may not remember what happened, but you did pass out. You did pass out. So, oh man, funny stuff. Let's go ahead and we're gonna start the APU up. Actually no, we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna shut the engines off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now remove your seatbelts.
That was interesting. Alright guys, give me like 1 minute while I wait for somebody to unload our passengers. Here is Charlotte in Orlando.
Captain, doors are set to manual.
And then we'll go back and watch the replay. Yeah, definitely 100% passed out. I don't know if anybody timed how long it took us to get from cruise to 10,000. I think it had to be definitely a lot longer than 12 minutes, because I know the pilot passed out multiple times. I passed out over and over. Oh my god. Alright, give us like 55% unloaded. Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed that episode. I want to call it a flight, call it an episode. That was definitely eventful. Usually when you're flying, you don't want an eventful flight. That is not what a pilot wants. You want everything to go right, nothing to go wrong. But yeah, it was crazy. It's craziness. I'm going to have to show you guys my flight track on Simbuddy. That was pretty crazy too. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys that actually right now while we're waiting for the passengers to unload. I'll also show you guys my OBS screen here. Display, here we go. Let's check it out. Look how busy this is. Crazy. This is what I have in my... Alright, so check it out. This was us. Trying to find Orlando. So obviously we found out that we had... I don't know, we were like somewhere around this area when we found out that we had an issue. And we started descending. And then we went all the way up here, made a right over towards the beach, made another right turn. Then we saw Orlando, made a right turn for base. We went too far. And then we came back down to the south, made a nice, safe, smooth landing at 101 feet per minute in Orlando. So we're still going to continue to Charlotte eventually, but not today. All right, let's go to X out of that. That. How's that? And send you guys back over. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and log out of VATSIM. Disconnect.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please take your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
That shape was legit. I know, right? Alright, let's go. So, I did a lot of things wrong on this approach originally. That's why you see the spoilers coming out. Because I came in too fast. I didn't realize we were so close to the airport. And I had not brought my speed back. We were still going 200 knots at this point. Actually, faster than 200 knots at this point. We should have been a whole lot slower. So I brought the spoilers out to get the speed back. And then I couldn't put the flaps down because we were going too fast. I didn't want to get a flap over speed, which was going to make us run into even more problems. So raise the flaps full. Raise the spoilers out to full. You see the nose dropping down now. There's a runway right ahead of us. I believe we're still currently on autopilot, on the ILS on autopilot. It wasn't until I think we got our speed down that I actually disconnected the autopilot and hand flew it the rest of the way in. Right? Blue style. Flap 0 on final, that's right. It's right here, you can see the flap fully going full. Okay, so there was a small, slight float. We were continuing to descend. And reverse route. Let's watch it from here. Nice. Okay, which way do I want to look at it? Terminal to the right of the screen. There we go. Enjoy. I'm gonna leave it to just only in-game sound so you guys can hear the engines and stuff. Yep. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm plane spotting. Like, it looks so good that it actually feels like I'm at the airport with my camera watching a 727 come in. Yeah, that classic the classic American livery is great. Let's watch in the... This is me though, every time I fly, I'm watching like the replay in like 5 different views. Alright, well guys, I do appreciate you guys so much for watching. This will have to be the end of today's X-Plane flight, sadly. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. Unexpected, but it's kind of cool sometimes when you kind of get thrown those unexpected things. It makes things a little bit more interesting. So this was probably more interesting than doing a straightforward flight from here to Charlotte. But I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we landed safely and pretty softly. I can't complain. But I do appreciate you guys so much for watching. Remember, you got 3 choices though. But I'll tell you later because we're not done yet. I actually may be streaming again in about an hour. I have a race to redo from yesterday. So if you're not into racing, that's all good. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully at Friday Night Flight. But I will be doing some racing in the next hour. back at Bristol. So definitely check that out if you're interested in that kind of thing. But loving this plane, loving the 727 by FlyJSim. The great thing is that I own the older version of it, and they gave me a 50% discount for upgrading. And I like it when developers do that, because I don't like it when they update a plane and make you rebuy the whole thing. Like, I understand, yeah, you did a lot of changes, and I get where they're coming from, where it takes them time and they need money to do it, but for people, for the consumer, you know, we just kind of would like to not, you know, at least get some kind of discount for new stuff. I do not have the 707. I do not have that one. So let me know if you guys have any more questions before we get out of here. Watching the replay probably 1 or 2 more times, and then I'll be out. But I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, you got 3 choices: give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. See you guys next time.
30, 20, 10.
I love that head shake. The head shake makes it feel so legit. Whenever the wheels touch the ground, you see the head like just shake a little bit, or like the camera shakes a little bit. So it's really... Let's get another exterior camera from the beginning of the runway. That's what I want to do right here. Right by the highway. Did it across too? Did it across me? Bro, that looks real. That looks so dope. Oh man, I could literally just like watch my own plane spotting over and over. Pretty sure a lot of you guys feel the same in your own sims. See, we're just off the center line there, but it's all good. Right there, we kind of almost float, but then it continues going down and then touchdown. Alright, well, guys, it's been real. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with us, and I apologize again to all the passengers who may have passed out. We do have insurance. The airline does, I don't. So, I'll see you guys later. Remember, you got 3 choices. I said that already, but give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. Love you guys. We're almost at 5K. Keep the subs coming. Keep the support coming. Appreciate all the donators. Everybody who's ever donated. Everybody who's ever subbed. I appreciate you guys. See you guys next time. Peace.